Hey, what's up, DNC Performance? We are back down working on. Oh, I can't flip it. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. Working on the red truck. Final push. Final. AC's all done. Um, Pretty much everything's done. We tried to take the truck out, get it some tuning done on it, and it basically ran out of fuel pressure and caused the truck to die on the side of the road. So brought it back, opened up the filter, which I don't think I have it here anymore. No, and there was like a pile of crud in it. So pulled the tank out, cleaned the tank the best we could. Actually went through and even put a -6 on the bottom of the tank right there. Not that hose, but put that on there. Hooked up the fuel line to it. We did the new sender in it, so the gauge worked, and pretty much lasted about 15 minutes, and it completely clogged the filter again. So done. Texted the owner, the owner's son, and basically said the fuel tank is shot, so we need a new one. He opted for under the bed, which they're rather expensive for like the ones that you buy that bolt in and all of that. And I took a bunch of measurements of it, and it would have interfered with the exhaust the way it comes out the back like that. They would have had to have been spread quite a bit more past the frame rail, because they're under the frame rail right now. So to me, it would have been too close. So I opted to give him a cheaper option, being that this truck has been nothing fun. And we did kind of a regular fuel cell. It fits in there good. I'm below the bumper line. This is about what you would see from the back of the truck, is the sump with the fuel line, which isn't too bad. And I kept everything under the bed, so the vent line is in there. I think I just have to tie it up. Yeah, I mean, it comes out right there, so you could see the top of the tank. So the -6 return on the far side here. I'll try to get it to focus again. Yeah, so the -6 is way over there, fits under the bed, and you could actually take that fitting off. There's just enough room. And the 10 fits under the bed. You can almost get it completely off. So we didn't use that filler. What I actually did was I wanted it farther out here to kind of keep it away from the usage of the bed. I don't know that he's going to use the bed, but being that the frame rail is there and trying to get it to tuck up and over and go through all this, I didn't want to do that. But I bought this. It's like an O-ringed cap that has a small tube that you could weld on to use it for a filler neck. So I extended it back there. You can kind of see the weld right there. So I extended it and welded it right to the top of the tank. And then that has a fuel sender, which goes down. I did the Deutsch connector on it. And to mount it, basically I didn't use the factory, well, not factory, but the tabs that they put on. I basically turned a piece of angle upside down, welded it, bolted it into the factory cross member. Same with the front. It's got 4 bolts back here holding it, and 2 up front in the middle. I did like a 3-inch piece there. These are like 2-inch pieces, I think, something like that. But so that's all done, working. The nice thing about the filler neck is we don't have to drop the tailgate, and I'm short as could be, so you could pretty much get right to it, no problem. So we drove it, and then the infamous transmission pan leak, and this was the gasket. Now I'm not sure if this transmission was rebuilt, but the pan was never taken off. This is an old cork gasket. I put RTV on it to try and seal it up, but this is a very old cork gasket. This is not even a new gasket that they tried to use. So they basically set the pan on a table, spray painted the body of the transmission, and put it back in the truck. I don't know exactly what was paid for, but to me that's not really right. You know, put a pan gasket, it's not a big deal. So today I got the Moroso pan gasket, a big thick blue one, and got that in there. The speedometer cable leaked, like the gear leaked, so I pulled that. I put an O-ring on it. Hopefully that doesn't leak anymore. And that's kind of where we're at. I think I showed all the AC vents, one on the driver, two in the middle, one on the far side. Kept the ducts tucked as much as I could. So that's all done. I have to finish the wiper wiring, just because I bought the switch and put it in, and I don't know if the motor's dead. I just don't feel like telling him something else is wrong with his truck. Got the funnel for the transmission fluid, so that I got that filled back up, and then I bought this, I don't know, the billet battery bracket. It was like $8, and my idea was to kind of have it straight and do a stud sticking up out of here, but you can't do that. So this was wider than the battery. See, it has a notch there to catch the battery, and it was wider, so it had play back and forth. So I had already put this stud in, and I kind of set it on there and scooted it, and then it clears the cowl, and the hole was like perfectly lined up. So what I did was I welded a 1/4 20 stud to the front, and it's freaking solid. So that's done. That's it. Like, other than this transmission leak, a little more driving and getting a little tune on it, this truck is ready to go. So for the 66, it's done. Hopefully we have a few of these. Yeah, these here that we're doing. There's two more over here, and then there's a round table back there that we have to knock out in between doing Zach's car, Jeff's truck. So I've been working my butt off to try and get everything done, on top of trying to learn a whole bunch of new stuff. So I had drawn these plates up. I drew those up, and to get them cut, no, that's not it. So I brought up the wrong drawing, but I've been trying to learn CAD, and drawing those plates was a bit of a bitch. Okay, sorry about that. I had a visitor. But so that's the plate, one of the plates. So that's what I've been trying to learn, the CAD drawings, and then I had some help with that from my brother, who's a machinist. And then what we came up with, well, what I came up with, the idea I came up with for another part that would be useful to me is that there. It's a LS header flange that will accept a Schedule 10 stainless pipe. Extremely thick, gnarly piece. We're doing like a turbo header. It'd be good. Schedule 5 would probably be a better way to go, but I'd be able to adjust this flange to accept the Schedule 5 just by changing the hole diameters on it. But I mean, that's kind of where we're at right now. I have the 66 is down off the lift. Filled it with transmission fluid, and we are going to take it out, try and get the tuning done on it, and hopefully have it out of here this week. Well, not hopefully, it will be out of here this week, and then we'll get knocked out on these other aluminum projects we have. Jump on Zach's car, Jeff's truck at the same time, get them up and going. Zach's car runs. We just have to do all the small things to it, a couple more wiring, alternator, stuff like that, and then that car will be out of here. Jeff's truck, quite a bit more cooling system, intercooler, all that stuff. For the most part, it's already wired up, so hopefully in the next month-ish, we'll be 100% caught up. We have a lot of work on that people are waiting to get done, so we will do our best to get it caught up. So I appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and stay tuned. Have a good day.